Gavin or Google? Google or Gavin? Which one said it? Let's find out. Hey,
I'm feeling lucky.
Okay.
That couldn't have gone better.
Thanks for the smash voice up there.
Oh my god. That's
This
the best
week.
thing I've ever seen.
This week on Gavin
whole
or
arm thing.
Google.
You didn't even see it. I did the whole
Do
Jersey
it,
Mike's.
wait, do it again.
Yeah.
Gavin or Google? Google or Gavin? Which one said it? Let's find out. Hey,
I'm feeling lucky.
There we go. That's the money shot.
all right. Okay.
Oh my god.
All right.
First up,
First up.
the phrase that I gave to both Gavin and Google was, what is the most? What is the most?
Are you going for like the Wink Martindale hosting style?
No.
By the way,
I'm not going for any style.
Are
It's
any of
me.
these users submitted, or did you come up with these?
No, I came up with these.
Okay.
But the users
What?
have been great, and they have been submitting
What are they hashtagging?
What is the most?
Gavin or Google.
Gavin or Google?
Hashtag Gavin or Google. Is Google or Gavin or Google? Gavin or Google. All right. Okay.
What is
Bob
the most?
Barker's on
So
set
here's
there.
you have to, I'm going to give you two
Oh, so
things.
one is Gavin, one is Google.
One is
Very
Gavin.
good,
one is Google.
Jack. Here's
Wow.
your consolation
I
prize.
thought he was going to give us one and we
Nope.
say whether or not.
I'm gonna
What
give
you
you
want
both.
to do is
I'm gonna give you
introduce
both.
yourself to people.
So the phrase was, what is the most? One said, what is the most expensive pet? And the other asked, what is the most boring job in the world? Gus, you want to go first?
I'm
Which
gonna
one is Gavin?
say-
Which one is Google?
The most expensive pet is Gavin.
And then so the most boring job is Google.
Of course.
Barb, what do you got?
I will say expensive pet is Google.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say expensive pet is Google and boring job is Gavin.
Gus, you are correct. Gavin wanted to know what the world's most expensive pet was.
What was it?
I don't know. I never looked it up. I'll look it up later.
We
We'll
gotta
find out
look it up
find out
now.
what the most
Yeah.
expensive
It goes
pet
from
is.
Gavin to Google now.
Gavin to Google.
Good. So put on feeling lucky. Just puts that in when you look up your query.
Okay.
All right.
I like that we all learned something.
All right. So the next phrase that I gave to both Gavin and Google is, "What happens when astronauts?" And you have to complete that. What happens when astronauts?
All right. What happens when astronauts?
One of them said, "What happens when astronauts fart?" The other said, "What happens when astronauts think that they're upside down?"
See, I want to say fart because that seems like Gavin. It seems like his brand of humor. But what happens when astronauts are upside down?
White Lion Cubs, $138,000.
There
White
you go.
lions are $138,000.
That's pretty.
All
No,
right.
we know.
All right.
Gavin, you're.
So when an astronaut farts, or when an astronaut thinks they're upside
What
down.
happens when an astronaut farts, or what happens when an astronaut thinks they are
I'm gonna go
upside
first.
down?
All right, go ahead, Barbara.
I'm gonna say farts is Google.
I'm gonna say farts is Gavin.
I'm going to say farts is Gavin.
Farts was Google.
Oh, damn.
Gavin wanted to know what happened when astronauts think that they're upside down.
Gavin.
So Jack,
what-
you're out. You're out. This is a tiebreaker between Barb and
I didn't
Gus.
realize it was a single elimination.
Is there a cash prize?
Whatever.
Well, no. There's only 3 questions, so
There should be a
Yeah,
cash
you're
prize.
mathematically impossible
you're
for you to win.
mathematically
Oh, okay.
eliminated.
I'm 0
So what do you think happens when astronauts think they're upside down?
Well, like, look, you know when you
What
wake
is
up.
upside down? It's
No, shut up.
No, but like, you know when sometimes you wake up and you don't remember what room you're in or which way you're facing. It takes a little bit of time.
Which way you're facing when you're sleeping?
Shut up. Okay, go on.
But if an astronaut is, if their eyes are closed,
Keep going. Don't stop.
how
Finish
do
your
they know what
statement.
way up they are?
If their eyes are closed. No, the question, you said what happens when an astronaut thinks they're upside down?
Yeah.
That's not the same.
No, well, if he thinks he's upside down, like the fridge would be upside down, wouldn't it?
Yes.
It's all relative.
All right.
Okay.
But
All right.
It's relative to 1 point, but what's the point?
The final
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 category.
phrase for Gavin or Google is, "Has there ever been?" I'm not going to be able to get through this one.
Oh no. Has there
So
ever been?
one of these was said by a person we know, like in person. We live our life next to this person. The other was asked by so many people that it actually showed up as a query on Google. All right. Has there ever been a real life zombie? That's the first one. And the other one is, has there ever been two of the same person?
Well, it's my turn to go first.
Shit.
I'm going to say two of the same person is Gavin.
All right, Barbara.
Which one's which?
Well, I mean, this is all for nothing, so I'm gonna go the opposite.
I would agree with Gus, but I'm out.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna say same person is Gavin.
That's what I
Oh,
said.
sorry, Google.
Gus, you are now 1-for-1 lifetime across Gavin or Google. You win this week.
Good job.
Gavin wanted to know if there's ever been two of the same person ever.
Well,
do
surely
you
that-
think there's ever been two of the same person?
Well, surely it gets to the point where someone is so genetically close to someone else that you have to say they're the same
So
person.
you're saying, has there ever been two people who are genetically identical?
Yeah.
You know, like twins.
No,
I need a clean.
you said that you said the fingerprints would
But they're genetically identical. That's how you defined it.
Oh, my face! I start crying when we play this.
Oh my God.
Genetically identical. Twins.
But they're not if they're.
You said genetically identical.
Yeah.
But if they don't have the same fingerprints.
But they're genetically
But are
identical.
they the same person?
What-
Yeah.
But if genetically identical doesn't actually mean identical, then what else isn't identical?
I don't know. Maybe one of them's circumcised and the other isn't.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, just get out here.
Oh my God.
Can you pass me a piece?
Yeah, can we get another one for Barbara as well?
Oh my God. But think about the other one. So many people have wanted to know if there's ever been a real life zombie. I mean, how many people have to type that into Google before that actually shows
But then
up?
again, that's a similar thing. It's, what do you define as a zombie? Do you define it as someone who died but is still alive?
Wow. No, wait. Can we repeat that? Will you please just repeat what you said? 'Cause
No, like
some
you
people may have missed that.
You can have someone. You can have someone who's died but they're still on. No, like
I would say the text the definition of a zombie is someone who has died but is still alive.
but you can be powered on. But
Go ahead. You mean like brain dead?
You're
Like
talking
a
like
vegetable.
Weekend at Bernie's is what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God.
We're familiar with the concept of brain dead, Captain. We're intimately familiar with that.
You mean alive but dead?
But at what point is the zombie a zombie?
I think
Does
the
a zombie have
concept,
to
the
be?
concept of a zombie, as people traditionally think of it, is someone who has died and then comes back.
It's a zombie. We all know what it is.
Reanimated.
It's a dead thing that came back to life.
Right.
What's the closest case to a zombie that's ever happened?
Jesus Christ.
There must have been someone.
No, not Jesus
Now-
Christ. He was resurrected. That's
There
all
must
that
have
was.
been
That partial decapitation you talked about.
I mean, I guess the closest you ever say, like, what, you're basically asking what's the longest anything's ever been
Because
dead
if
but
you
been
die
revived.
and get resuscitated,
Yeah.
and say you were dead for 5 minutes and you come back, you're not undead.
No.
You're
just
alive.
alive.
You're alive again.
You're
The point is, a zombie is a fictional thing. It's clearly a fictional
based on a human body, which is a real thing.
thing. Right, exactly. So we're vampires.
It's just like Star Wars. It's fiction, which is based on space, which is a real thing.
It's just like unicorns. I mean, they're
It just
based on
makes
real
sense.
horses.
How do you know if you're upside down? Star Trek.
Yeah, what if the Star Destroyer was upside down at the beginning of Star Wars?
What would you do? Would you
Everyone's
know?
holding on.
Darth Vader's like, this is not right.
My eyes are closed.
my favorite books are the ones that aren't based on real things in any way. They don't even have letters in them. It's just a vibration. When you pick it up, that's
It's just thoughts. It's just feelings.
Well, okay.
abstract
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Back to the two-person thing.
Okay.
Is that like how many fingers are on Earth for a start?
Fingers are on what?
7
Earth.
billion times 10?
Yeah, 7 billion times, well, 10-ish. Yeah, sure, on average, according to Google.
Ish.
Right. So chances are that 2 of those fingers would have the same fingerprint.
Well, yeah, I mean, I get probably way more, yeah. Well, the fact that, I mean, the snowflake thing is just a bunch of shit. There's no two snowflakes the same. It's not true. I mean, it's like, there's so many of these things. Yes, there's some that are going to be exactly the same. Yes, the answer is yes. You look so
Mine just
confused.
shut down. Jesus Christ.